Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. The Cubs and Nationals are going to face off in the rubber match of a three-game series here in the nation's capital. For today's game, the Cubs are going to be using a different catcher. However, the rest of the lineup is going to remain pretty standard. Chris Archer is going to be on the mound for start number 23. He has a 9-6 record with a 3.74 ERA and a 1.25 WHIP. The lineup around Archer today will be Hoerner, Correa, Rizzo, Bryant, Harper, Santana, Posey, Archer batting 8th, and Lorenzo Cain batting 9th. For the Nationals, Antonio Senzalata is going to be making the start. He's making start number 21. With a 2-9 record, he has a 6.77 ERA and a 1.74 WHIP. And the Washington lineup today will be Garcia, Turner, Robles, Eaton, Braun, Castro, Stevenson, Rowdy Reed, and Senzatala batting 9th. Juan Soto apparently is getting the day off today. It is 77 degrees on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, and the wind blowing in from left at 8 mph. And now it is time to get this game underway. Senzatella on the mound facing Nico Hoerner. The Cubs coming into play today, 18 games up on the St. Louis Cardinals for the Central Division lead. Washington still playing right about 500 and just trying to hang on and stay into the wild card race in the National League. Here comes the pitch. Hoerner lines into center field. That is going to be caught by the second baseman in short center field for out number 1. Carlos Correa now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Senzatella with a 1-2 count. Here is the pitch. And that is strike 3 called on the inside corner. Correa heads back to the dugout. That is strikeout number 1 for Senzatella. Rizzo is now the batter with 2 outs, nobody on. Here comes the full count pitch to Anthony Rizzo. And there's a grounder back toward the mound. The pitcher has it. He throws over to first, but Rizzo, hustling down the line, manages to beat it out for an infield single. He must have had a hard time getting that out of his glove and over to first base. So Rizzo now on first, bringing up Chris Bryant. 2 outs, 1 man on. Senzatella working with a 3-1 count. And there's a pop-up down the left field line. Heading over is the left fielder, makes the play for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. We're going to the bottom of the first of a scoreless ball game. And Chris Archer on the mound for the Cubs today, facing Luis Garcia to lead off for the Nationals here in the bottom of the first inning. 2-2 is the count. Archer delivers the pitch. And a liner into center field, that's going to drop in for a base hit. Heading over is Cain. He cuts it off, gets it back into the cutoff man, and that is a leadoff single for the Nationals. Trey Turner now is the batter. With nobody out and a runner on first, here's the 1-strike count and the pitch to Trey Turner. And there's a grounder, hard hit toward the shortstop. Correa can't get a handle on it, and it gets past his glove into center field. So that's going to be ruled a single. And the Nationals now have first and second with nobody out in the bottom of the first inning. Victor Robles now the batter. With Soto on the bench, Robles is easily the most dangerous hitter remaining in the Nationals lineup. Robles facing Archer. Here comes the first pitch. And there's a drive to right field. Bryce Harper looks up, but it leaves the ballpark. 3-0 Washington here in the bottom of the first inning. 398 feet down the right field line. And Victor Robles unloads a 3-run home run in the bottom of the first inning. That is home run number 22 for Robles, and it brings up Adam Eaton. With the Nationals up by 3, here's the 1-strike count and the pitch from Archer. Grounds it towards second. Hoerner has it. He throws over to first. That is out number 1. Next up, Ryan Braun with 1 out, nobody on. 3-1 is the count to Braun. Here comes the pitch. Low for ball 4. So Archer loses him. As Braun heads down to first, that brings up Starlin Castro. 1 out, 1 man on. First pitch to Starlin Castro. There's a drive into center field. Going back is Kane. He makes the play, and he gets it quickly back into the infield to prevent Braun from tagging up and advancing. Stevenson now the batter with 2 outs and the runner on first. Archer working. Here comes the pitch. And a liner into left. Chasing is Santana. He's going to play it on a hop. The throw goes down to third as the runners stop. And now the Nationals have 2 men on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Rowdy Reed now is the batter. Archer facing Reed with a full count. Here comes the pitch. It is strike 3 called at the knees. And the inning is over. The Nationals strand 2. They score 3 times and take a 3-0 lead into the top of the second inning. Bryce Harper leading off against Senzatella here in the top of the second inning. Here comes the 3-ball count and the pitch, and Harper draws the walk. That is low and away for ball 4. So as Harper heads down to first, it brings up Danny Santana. With a runner on first, nobody out. Senzatella with a 2-strike count. Here's the pitch. And Santana takes strike 3 at the knees. So that's the first out of the inning. Harper holding at first, and it brings up Buster Posey. 1 out, 1 man on. Senzatella with a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch, and there's a liner on the ground. The throw goes to second, the relay to first, and that is a 5-4-3 double play. A very hard hit ball down the third base line, but the third baseman got a glove on it and turned the double play to end the inning. So the Cubs do not score. We go to the bottom of the second of a 3-0 ball game. Senzatella leading off against Archer here in the bottom of the second. Here comes the pitch from Archer. And there's a grounder toward first. Rizzo has it. He flips over to Archer, covering the base for out number 1. Garcia now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 is the count. Luis Garcia waiting for the pitch. Popped up on the infield. Bryant heading over in foul territory. He makes the catch for out number 2. Next up, Trey Turner with 2 outs, nobody on. Archer working. Here is the pitch to Turner. And a grounder towards short. This time it gets by Correa again. Another diving play. Trey Turner has gotten on base twice on hard-hit ground balls that just got by the reach of Carlos Correa. So now with Turner on first and Robles batting, we're going to be very careful dealing with Robles here in the bottom of the second inning. Here comes the first pitch to Victor Robles. That is low for ball 1. The runner holds over at first. Let's throw over to first, see what he does. Pick off throw, not in time. Pitch to the batter with 1-ball count. That is low for ball 2. Apparently Archer is not going to give him anything to hit here. Throw over to first again. Soft toss, runner gets back. Here comes the 2-ball count and the pitch, and that is strike 3 called at the knees. So the runner, however, holds, and that is the 2-1 count to Robles. Here comes the next pitch. Foul tip, strike 2. So Archer just needs 1 strike to get out of the inning. Let's see if he can deliver here in the bottom of the second inning. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And ball 3 outside. So a full count now. The runner is going to be going. Here comes the pitch to Robles. Full count pitch. And a swing and a miss to end the inning. So Archer gets the strikeout and the inning is over. We go to the top of the third with Washington still up by 3. Chris Archer is leading off for the Cubs here in the top of the third inning. Senzatella working. First pitch to Chris Archer. And that is low for ball 1. I'm going to switch this back over. And now, here's the next pitch to Archer. A pop up to center. Robles chasing to his left and making the play for out number 1. Archer heads back to the dugout in favor of Lorenzo Cain. With 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch to Lorenzo Cain. Here it comes. And Cain lines it into center field. There's a base hit. So the Cubs have a runner on base with 1 out here in the top of the third inning. Cain, always a threat to steal, and Rowdy Reed, pretty good catcher there behind the plate. Senzatella is average at holding runners, so let's see if we can find a good spot to steal a base. We're going to swing away at the first pitch. There's a pop-up down the left field line. That's going toward foul territory, and it is out of reach of the left fielder for strike 1. So Horner now batting. We're going to try to steal second, see what happens here. There's the pitch. It's outside, and might have been a pitch out even, and Crane heads back to first. So a 1-1 count. And now, swinging away, here comes the next pitch. There's a grounder back toward the mound. The pitcher dives, he has it, he throws to second, and they throw it into center field. So everybody's safe. The pitcher probably made that a little more complicated than he needed to, and the Cubs catch a break. Now with first and second and one out, Carlos Correa is the batter here in the top of the third inning. And we're going to look to steal, do the double steal on the first pitch to Carlos Correa. Senzatala pitching to Correa. Here it comes. That's a pitch that's high. The throw goes down to third, and it goes out into the outfield. So the run's going to score. Horner's going all the way to third, and the Cubs continue to put pressure on the Nationals defense. This is now a 3-1 ball game. Correa now batting with one out, the runner on third. Here comes the 3-ball pitch, and that is outside. So Correa draws the walk, which brings Anthony Rizzo up to the plate. Runners on the corners and one out. Top of the third inning, Cubs down by 2. Rizzo facing Senzatala. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. And Rizzo drives that one into right center field. It's going to drop in for base hit. Another run's going to score. Stopping at second is going to be Correa. And now the Cubs have made this a 3-2 ball game. Chris Bryant now the batter. With first and second and one out in the top of the third inning. Bryant with a chance to tie up this ball game. Senzatala with a full count pitch. Here it comes. And Bryant grounds it up the middle. Second baseman has it. The throw to short. The relay to first. And that is a 4-6-3 double play. However, the Cubs score twice, capitalizing on 2 Washington errors. We now go to the bottom of the third of a 3-2 ball game. Adam Eaton leading off against Chris Archer here in the bottom of the third inning. 2 balls is the count as Archer delivers the pitch. And a drive into center, going back, the center fielder Kane, and it gets over his head. I think he was a little too lackadaisical about that. Kane allowed the ball to get over his head. That's going to be a double leading off the third inning for Adam Eaton. And now Ryan Braun is the batter. Runner on second, nobody out. Here's the 1-ball pitch to Braun. And a liner into the gap in left center field. That's another hard hit ball. One hop to the wall. Rounding third and heading home is Eaton. Braun is going to be heading into third. He's going to slide in safely with a RBI triple. And this is now a 4-2 ball game here in the bottom of the third inning. And now it is going to be time to warm up a reliever. We have a pretty much full complement of bullpen arms available today. Logan Webb is going to be warmed up. We're going to visit the mound, give him a chance to get going here. Archer facing Starlin Castro. Runner on third, nobody out. Cubs down by 2. Here comes the first pitch to Starlin Castro. And he drives it deep to left field. Going back is Santana. On the warning track, he makes the catch with his back to the infield. That's going to be the first out of the inning. The runner on third is going to tag up and score, which is Braun. And now the Nationals have reestablished the 3-run lead here in the bottom of the third inning. There's one out, nobody on base. And Stevenson comes up to the plate. Archer working. Here's a 1-2 count and the pitch. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Archer gets the strikeout for out number 2. Coming up next is Rowdy Reed. 2 outs, nobody on. Archer working with a 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch to Reed. And a swing and a miss to end the inning. So the inning is over. The Nationals score 2 more times, taking a 5-2 lead into the top of the 4th inning. And now Bryce Harper is going to lead off for the Cubs here in the top of the 4th. Webb is ready. Archer is due up 4th. We're absolutely going to see a pinch hitter for the pitcher's spot if we get 4 batters up in this inning. Harper leading off, 2-1 count. Here comes the pitch. And that's a pop-up to short left field. Coming in fast is the left fielder. He makes the play for out number 1. Next up, Danny Santana. 1 out, nobody on. Senzatala working with a 1-ball count. Here's the pitch to Santana. And there's a pop-up to right. Chasing toward the right field gap. And the catch is made short of the warning track for out number 2. Buster Posey is now the batter. Webb is going to continue to be warmed up here. Senzatala facing Posey with 2 outs in the top of the 4th inning. Full count pitch. Buster Posey waiting. Here it comes. Grounder toward third. Picked up and thrown over to first, and that'll end the inning. So the Cubs do not score. We go to the bottom of the 4th of a 5-2 ball game. So Logan Webb is ready to come into this game. He would have to lead off the next half inning, which I don't really want to do. And I'd like him to pitch more than 1 inning. So, do we let Archer pitch? No. I mean, we can't really let Archer pitch. He's already given up 7 hits and 5 runs in 3 innings. So that means that we are going to do a double switch here in the 4th inning. Logan Webb is going to come into this ball game. He is going to come into the number 7 spot and pitch. And Miguel Amaya is going to come out and catch. And what this means, I mean, going into a travel day tomorrow, so Amaya is going to get a day off tomorrow anyway. I was planning on giving him the day off today, but that just hasn't worked out. So, Webb now facing Senzatala. Bottom of the 4th inning. Cubs down by 3. Here comes the 1-ball count. And Logan Webb delivering the pitch. There's a liner into left field. Santana on the run makes the play for out number 1. Garcia now the batter with 1 out, nobody on. Webb working with a 1-strike count. Here comes the pitch. And a grounder toward first. Hot shot, but Rizzo scoops it up. He steps on the base for out number 2. Turner now the batter. 2 outs, nobody on. Webb working with a 1-2 count. Here is the pitch to Trey Turner. And he gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. So the inning is over. The Cubs set down the Nationals in order. We go to the top of the 5th of a 5-2 ball game. And Miguel Amaya, who came in on the double switch to catch, is going to lead off with the Cubs here in the top of the 5th. 1-1 is the count to Amaya. Senzatala with the pitch. And a grounder up the middle. Shortstop has it. He throws over to first for out number 1. Next up, Lorenzo Cain. 1 out, nobody on. 1 strike is the count to Cain. Here comes the pitch. And Cain lines it down the right field line. This is going to be extra bases. That one goes all the way to the wall. Cain rounding first, heading for second. He's going to round second and head all the way to third. The throw is going to be late. Lorenzo Cain with a triple with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. So the Cubs trying to start a rally. Nico Hoerner is the next batter. Runner on third, 1 out. Senzatala pitching to Hoerner. Here comes the 1-2 count and the pitch to Hoerner. And he hits him. So Hoerner's going to take his base as he heads down to first. And now Carlos Correa is the batter. Correa 0 for 1 today. And also having drawn a walk. Facing Senzatala with runners on the corners, 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. Here comes the 1-strike pitch. And Correa grounds it to third. The throw goes to second. But the double play is broken up at second by Hoerner. So Cain scores. There's now 2 outs and a runner on first. This is a 5-3 ball game. Anthony Rizzo now the batter. He's 2 for 2 with an RBI today. Senzatala facing Rizzo. Here's the 1-1 count and the pitch. And Rizzo grounds it up the middle. Shortstop has it on the shift. He makes the play, stepping on second base to end the inning. So the Cubs score again, making this a 2-run deficit going into the bottom of the 5th inning. And now Logan Webb comes out to face Victor Robles here in the bottom of the 5th. Webb worked an 8-pitch inning in the 4th. Here's the 1-ball count and the pitch to Robles. And a liner into center field, Cain on the run, and he makes the play for out number 1. Eaton now facing Webb, 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball is the count to Adam Eaton. Here comes the pitch. Lined into left field. Oh, the third baseman, Bryant, jumps up and snags it out of the air. That looked like it was headed for left field. So now 2 outs and nobody on. Ryan Braun is the batter. Bottom of the 5th inning. Webb working. 2-strike count. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So the inning is over. The Nationals set down in order. We go to the top of the 6th of a 5-3 ball game. Chris Bryant leading off against Senzatala. Here in the top of the 6th inning, Bryant 0 for 2 today. He is waiting for the 2-2 pitch. And there's a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Bryant goes down swinging. Senzatala has 3 strikeouts in the ball game. Bryce Harper now is the batter, with 1 out, nobody on. Senzatala facing Harper. 2 strikes is the count. And Harper swings and misses for strike 3. That was a fastball at 97. Senzatala dialed it up there to get the strikeout for the 2nd out of the inning. Danny Santana now batting. With 2 outs, nobody on. Senzatala facing Santana. 1 and 2 is the count. Here it comes. Line past the first baseman into right field. That's going to be a single with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. And now Logan Webb comes up to the plate. And we are going to warm up. So the 6, 7, 8 batters are due up in the next half inning. Who do I think should pitch in the bottom of the 6th? Who do I trust for the bottom of the 6th inning? We're going to try to warm up. We're going to warm up Liam Hendriks for the 6th. And we're just going to see how this goes. So, Logan Webb is going to be pinch hit for. And this is going to bring Jorge Soler off of the Cub bench. Soler pinch hitting for Webb in the 6th inning with the Cubs down by 2. And he is going to face a new national pitcher. Reliever Josh Fields has come out of the bullpen. He has a 3-0 record with 25 1/3 innings thrown, 9 walks, 19 strikeouts, and a 6.04 ERA. Soler facing Fields with 2 outs, runner on first at the top of the 6th inning. Cubs down by 2. Here comes the 1 and 2 count, and Soler pops it up to right field. The right fielder coming in, and he makes the play to end the inning. So the Cubs strand a runner. They do not score. We're going to the bottom of the 6th of a 5-3 ball game. And now Liam Hendriks is going to come into this game, and he is going to come in to the number 7 spot, and he's going to pitch to the bottom half of the Nationals lineup in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Starlin Castro leading off. He is 0 for 1 with an RBI today. Here comes the 2-1 pitch from Liam Hendriks. He is looking for the sign. Here it comes. Popped up to right. Harper chasing toward the line. He looks up and makes the play for out number 1. Stevenson now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Hendriks working with a 1-strike count. Here is the pitch, and Stevenson pops it up to center field. That's going to drop into no man's land. A single with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And that brings up Rowdy Reed. Runner on first, 1 out, bottom of the 6th inning. Hendriks working, 1 strike is the count. Grounded towards second. The throw goes to short, the relay to first, and there's a Chicago Cub double play, 4-6-3 to end the inning. So Hendriks faces the minimum. We go to the top of the 7th of a 5-3 ball game. And now Miguel Amaya leading off against Josh Fields here in the top of the 7th inning. Fields working, 2 and 2 is the count. Here is the pitch. And Amaya swings and misses for strike 3. That is out number 1. Lorenzo Cain now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. Fields working to Cain. Oh, and we are going to warm up a reliever. We're going to warm up Joe Jimenez to work in the 7th inning. So Cain facing Fields here in the top of the 7th inning. 1 out, nobody on. Here comes the pitch. And Cain pops it up behind second base. Going over as a second baseman, he makes the play for out number 1. Out number 2, excuse me. That brings up Nico Hoerner. With 2 outs, nobody on. Fields facing Hoerner with a 1 and 2 count. Here comes the pitch. And strike 3 called on the inside corner. So the inning is over. The Cubs go down in order. We go down to the bottom of the 8th of a 5-3 ball game. And our winner of the President's Race today is George Washington. Carter Kieboom is pinch hitting for the Nationals here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And he is going to face a new Cub reliever, Joe Jimenez, in the bottom of the 7th. Jimenez has thrown 39 1/3 innings, walked 10, struck out 52 with a 2.75 ERA. Jimenez facing Kieboom in the bottom of the 7th, trying to preserve the 2-run deficit. 2 and 2 is the count as Jimenez looks for the sign and delivers the pitch. There's a swing and a miss for strike 3. A nasty slider for out number 1. Garcia now the batter. 1 out, nobody on. 1 strike is the count. Here's the pitch to Garcia, and he lines it right at Rizzo for first baseman. Out number 2. The grab there by Rizzo. Very athletic play, and now Trey Turner is the batter. With 2 outs and nobody on, Jimenez working with a 1-2 count. Here it comes. Check swing for strike 3, and the inning is over. So the Cubs set down the Nationals in order. We go to the top of the 8th of a 5-3 ball game. And now we are going to warm up Edwin Diaz to pitch the 8th inning. Correa facing a new pitcher, Tanner Rainey, who's come out of the Nationals bullpen with 36 2/3 innings thrown, 34 walks, 53 strikeouts, and a 3.44 ERA. He's going to face Correa, Rizzo, and Bryant here in the top of the 8th inning. With the Cubs down by 2, looking for some runs, here's a full count pitch to Correa. And here it comes, and Correa takes low for ball 4, so the leadoff runner's on base, and it brings up Anthony Rizzo. And now a new pitcher comes out of the Nationals bullpen. This is Steven Okert. Okert has thrown 36 innings, walked 15, struck out 34 with a 6.25 ERA. Okert facing Rizzo in the top of the 8th inning. Here comes the 3-1 count, and the pitch to Rizzo is on the way. High for ball 4. So just like that, the Cubs have the first 2 runners on base here in the top of the 8th inning, and it brings up Chris Bryant. First and second, nobody out. Okert remaining in the game to face Bryant, with Harper coming up next. Bryant is 0 for 3 today. He is due for a base hit. Let's see what happens. Here comes the 1-2 count, and the pitch to Bryant. And he swings and misses for strike 3. That is an out number 1 as Bryant strikes out for the first out of the inning. Bryce Harper now the batter. 1 out, 2 men on. Harper facing Okert. Top of the 8th inning. Tying run is on base. Here comes the 1-strike pitch to Harper, and he grounds it towards second. The throw goes to short, the relay to first. That is an inning-ending 4-6-3 double play. So we're going to the bottom of the 8th, and the Cubs are still down by 2. Joe Jimenez has completed his duties for the day, and we're going to bring in Edwin Diaz to pitch to the middle of the Nationals lineup in the bottom of the 8th inning. Diaz has thrown 43 2/3 innings, walked 16, struck out 80 with a 1.85 ERA. Diaz faces Robles in the bottom of the 8th, full count. Diaz looking for the sign. And here's the pitch. Line past the first baseman down the right field line, chasing his Harper down into the corner. That's going to beat extra bases. Robles rounding second, but stopping, and that's going to be a leadoff double here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Adam Eaton now the batter. Nobody out, runner on first. Diaz working to Eaton. Here comes the pitch. And a grounder up the middle. Diaz has it. He throws over to first. That is out number 1. The runner Robles advancing to third on that play, and it brings up Ryan Braun. 1 out, runner on third. Bottom of the 8th inning. Diaz with a full count. Here's the pitch to Braun. And it's inside. Strike 3 called with a slider on the inside corner. Second out of the inning. And now Starlin Castro is the batter. That's a huge strikeout for Diaz right there, and it brings up Castro with 2 outs and the runner on third. Diaz working with a 1-2 count. Here is the pitch, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. So the Cubs go to the top of the 9th, down by 2 here in Washington. Danny Santana going to lead off in the top of the 9th inning. And if we go to the bottom of the 9th, we're going to be warming up Nick Birdie to pitch in the bottom of the 9th inning. So Suero is on the mound now for Washington. He has 30 1/3 innings thrown, 9 walks, 41 strikeouts, and a 5.04 ERA. The Cubs have had plenty of opportunities, but not capitalized on very many today. Let's see if they can get some runs here in the top of the 9th. Danny Santana leading off against Suero. Here comes the first pitch to Danny Santana. Suero looking for the sign and delivering the pitch. And Santana lines into the center field. That's going to drop in for a leadoff single. Santana stopping at first. And the Cubs have the leadoff man on base again here in the top of the 9th inning. Edwin Diaz now the batter, and he is going to be pinch hit for. And the pinch hitter is going to be, so Estrada or Tauschman? Tauschman is the hot hand. He hit the home run yesterday. Let's see what he can, well, So Tauschman, which one is faster? I guess they're about the same. I mean, so I guess, yeah, we're going to pinch hit with Tauschman. Tauschman batting from the left side against the righty Wander Suero here in the top of the 9th inning. With a runner on first, nobody out, Tauschman is pinch hitting for the pitcher's spot. He has 2 home runs and a .215 batting average on the season. Suero working, 2-2 is the count. And Tauschman lines it up the middle for another base hit. So back-to-back singles to lead off the inning, and the Cubs now have the tying run on base again, and it brings up Miguel Amaya. Top of the 9th inning, Suero facing Amaya. With first and second, the Cubs down by 2, nobody out. Suero is working. Here is the pitch to Amaya. And there's a pop-up on the infield. The infield fly rule is going to be invoked. That is the first out of the inning. The runners hold on first and second, and it brings up Lorenzo Cain. With 1 out and 2 men on, top of the 9th, Cubs still down by 2. You know, if we were going to try to advance the runners, this might be the time to do it. Cain, for his part, is also very quick. Let's see what the first pitch is from Suero. There's a foul ball. The runners have to hold. So, Cain batting .241 with 5 home runs on the season. That was a cutter at 92. Suero is actually really good at holding runners. But we're going to swing away at the next pitch and see what happens. That's inside. It was a curveball. That was the pitch to run on. All right, so now with first and second, a 1-1 count, Suero with the next pitch. Here it comes. And there's a pop-up down the left field line. The left fielder chasing, and he makes the play for out number 2. The runners are unable to tag up in advance, and now with 2 outs and nobody on, or two men on, Nico Hoerner is the batter in the top of the 9th inning. Hoerner facing Suero, and here comes the pitch. First pitch to Nico Hoerner, and he pops it up to right. That's not going to be deep enough. Going back is the right fielder, and he makes the play to end the game. So the Cubs go down 5-3. They lose 2 out of 3 to Washington, and the Nationals getting 5 runs on 9 hits with 2 errors. The Cubs 3 runs on 7 hits with no errors. The player of today's game is the Nationals' Victor Robles. He went 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs in today's game, and he hit the home run that was the difference in the game in the very first inning. So Senzatala gets the win. He goes to 3-9 on the season. He threw 5 2/3 of 5-hit 3-run baseball. Only 1 was earned, 2 walks and 4 strikeouts. The Cubs' Chris Archer suffers the loss. He drops to 9-7. He went 3 innings of 7-hit 5-run baseball with 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. And then the Cubs' bullpen came through with 5 innings of scoreless relief. However, it was not enough as the Cubs' offense could not overcome the Nationals' pitching staff today. So the Nationals improved to 54-52 while the Cubs dropped to 69-39. Back to 30 games over 500. Thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.